Hello, boys and girls. Thank you for joining us for Storytime at Koorong. My name's Petronella, and these are my good friends Charlie Monkey and Archie Bear. Today, we're going to be reading one of my favourites. It's called What a Beautiful Name. It's written by Brooke and Scott Ligertwood and Ben and Karalee Fielding, with illustrations by Scott Ligertwood. Let's have a read. On a regular Monday, in Oliver's room, in through the door came a familiar tune. His mother was singing a sweet melody. About who, though, he wondered. What name could it be? He couldn't recall, but he knew that he knew. There must be an answer. There must be a clue. This calls for adventure! He grabbed his friend Leo, his backpack and cap, some snacks and some water, his tent and his map. With imagination and teamwork, they planned for their trip. Step 1, build a bright yellow rocket ship. Wow, that's a pretty fancy rocket ship. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, then blast off! They flew over mountains, majestic and tall, and as they went higher, they watched Earth grow small. They counted the stars, or at least they tried, and Oliver wondered, who hung them here so way up high? Look, off they go, up, up, up. Then floating along in the great open skies, with beauty now filling his heart through his eyes, the words to the song drifted into his brain. Oh, this really must be a beautiful name. What could it be, I wonder? Vroom! Off they go. They set up their tent and studied their map and told funny stories and shared all their snacks. They danced and they sang late into the night, excited to set out again at first light. Look, there they are, planning and dancing. Grateful for friendship and good company, they continued their quest, this time on the sea. The name that they searched for felt closer and nearer, and Oliver's longing to know it grew clearer. With wide eyes, he looked all around and exclaimed, "This really must be a wonderful name!" He's getting closer to it. Then the ocean grew darker and wilder and wider. The waves rose like giants, higher and higher. But his heart held on tight to the words that were true. The name is not just beautiful and wonderful, but powerful too. Crossing the ocean, they landed on shore, where wild things grow and the animals roar. Look at those eyes peeping out. What could that be? There in the shade of a palm, they would rest, recounting the clues they had found on their quest. And lying there, thinking how far they had come, Oliver's mind wandered home, where their search had begun. Then, remembering a moment in church, Oliver jumped up all excited. "I know where to search!" One Sunday, we kids were singing this song. What if the name's in a book we've known all along? Could it be? So out of the jungle and over the seas, Leo and Oliver raced at full speed. Then over the mountains to Oliver's door, they dashed for the books that covered the floor. "It's this one!" cried Oliver, holding the book. And opening his Bible, he knew where to look. Creator and Saviour who made everything. Beautiful, wonderful, powerful King. He'd known all of this before blasting off, before setting sail, before jungles and rocks. In boats and in rockets and tents out in space, the name had been with him in every place. And the most beautiful, wonderful, powerful part? It was the name of the person alive in his heart. What could that name be? Their adventure had paused, because adventures don't end. And Oliver, yawning, snuggled his friend. Dozing to dreamland, he heard that same song about the name of all names that he'd known all along. Jesus. That's the name and the person that dwells in your heart too. Thank you for joining us for Storytime at Koorong. We'll see you next time. Hope you have a good day. Bye! If you'd like to buy this book, hop on to koorong.com/storytime or come into store to visit me and Charlie. Make sure you RSVP for our next Storytime at Koorong.